I'm just getting ready to do my second orchard run, and I'm just checking the auction house. My thinking is I'll stick the Vitality gem in these boots and use these as my main boots. I pulled these in Ravenloft, and they're, speed 20% plus 7% attack speed, natural armor bonus, a little bump of 1 to reflex, and freedom of movement, which is the huge thing, plus a slot. So if I do that, I need to replace also probably my ring. I mean, the ring itself, spear block 3 is not bad. That's the only thing that's really getting me. So at this point, I don't think 6 damage on arrows is that much. I could always swap it on if it is. But I found this ring, which I can't use till next level. Cold absorption, poison resistance 23, and with the have that on all the time with all the poison procs I see. This is a pretty nice ring. It's about the only one I see on their auction house that looks good. Unfortunately, it's not till next level. But I only have 5 more quests to run after this wilderness run, so I'm gonna go ahead and purchase it. And then I'll just take a quick look at armor. Just search on death block. Nothing at level. So that's about it. I'm going to just pause it while I make my way over to the wilderness. So I have 11 tapestries from the first, from I guess the small run of just basically one rare where I went in and restarted, then the next run where I got 10 rares, and then the next run where I got a couple. So we're at 12 of the 15 we've seen so far. There's 3 we haven't seen. All right, the wagon's here. That's good. Let me get my shield clicky on for this. It's really the only place in here we need it. There might be an arcane skeleton rare somewhere as well. I should probably get these guys first. I'm just going to clear all the people outside the wagons first. I think they're all gone. I guess I'll just... Each time you destroy a wagon, you get some spawns. And it's not normal difficulty. I'm level 14. This is a level 14 wilderness. So it shouldn't be too... nothing here has been too difficult so far. Impulsive adamantine, that's nice, but nothing I could really use. But the shred's good. That brings me to 12.
Piles of bones have been heaped here.
And that's 4 rats. And if it ever seems like it's glitched where it's not coming, then just move a little bit and they'll come. But I'm going to get rid of that guy because my hireling does not like him even on normal difficulty, or on this average difficulty. Equivalent of normal difficulty. It's up to 13 tapestries. Yeah, no tapestry that time. See if there's an extra thing on this. Yeah, there is. So we're getting. We did get an extra affix, but it wasn't on an item we could use.
The western crypts hold the bodies of many of the Black Abbot's earliest followers.
Pretty sure that these are all the same, so I don't think I need to even check these. Let me just check my. Just pull the wiki map up real quick, and so I don't waste my time checking these. I'm pretty sure that's right. Alright, so these, yeah, these are, there's one rare in 3 different spots, and we got them in the first spot, so there's really no need to check all these other spots. Alright, I don't see rats, so that means he's probably in the other spot. If there's 2 rats here, that means he's not going to spawn at all. And let's see for the beholder. Looks like he's up too. I don't see any rats. So they're both in their alternate spots. Nope, I guess the 2 rats are in this spot, so I guess the 2 rats are not always in the same spot. Alright, we'll see if the beholder's up. There he is, so we got him at least. Tahara. And another shred, that makes 14. So up to now, we've had all these rares. I think we may have had this one too. I know we need the giant and we need the protect mission. So that's two we're missing. And I think the other one is and the underground. So I think those are the three we're missing. The one from the underground. Looks like rats there, so no rare. Two undead rats, so no rare. Yeah, so the three we're missing are the waterfall, which we're heading to next, the giant, undead giant, and then there's a protect mission, which is really hard. I'm not sure if we can succeed on that even. It's not the difficulty, it's just that the guy's very squishy and easy to die. So if I could buff him with some resist real quick, that might actually make a difference. I just can't remember on the timing whether I have time to buff him or not. So I know I did really good with my, I used to have a cleric and used to run in here all the time, and the cleric had the aura, healing aura, and so that used to work really well against that. All right, so there's one guy here under the waterfall.
Cave looks like it might cross through to the other side.
I see a chest and no rat. That's a really good sign. How could be Isabel? And another shield fragment, so that's two. That's pretty good for Wilderness Run. I'm not going to be able to loot that gem because I already have one. So we're just missing two of the rares now, and that's the giant and the protect mission.
This small isle stands firm against the dark, murky waters of the swamplands. The eastern crypts house the bodies of those most faithful to the Black Abbot.
Yeah, these carcass eaters might mean it's not there. We'll find out. I'm just going to go check the other place anyways. up this hill here. And so this one could be in any of the 3 crypts. So I was thinking it was different enemies, but it's actually 1 enemy, 3 spots for all of them. And they're easy to spot. They have that little yellow symbol on front of them. Not there. Okay. Yeah, I think when you get either the 2 rats or the 2 whatever they were, the other other rats that we saw, whenever there's 2 of those in one of the spots, it means they're not there in any of the spots. And so next up is the giant. And he has 2 spots. He could either be just past the quest entrance for this quest, Temple of All, Desecrated Temple of All, or he's up on top over there. I don't see him over there, but I don't know if we would necessarily see him over there. I notice down here he usually starts running towards me. Alright, not there. And this guy's not there. Protect mission. The giant could be in one more spot. The protect mission guy is just here instead of that skeleton. It's another guy, I think named Rodney Oldham or something like that. So he's always there, and he's there, and then we get that protect mission. But over the years, it's been kind of hit or miss for me, depending on my build. I'm thinking if I give him resists, I don't have blur or anything to give him, but I think if I give him the resist, it's a pretty good chance that I could succeed. But no giant. We got the 2 undead rats instead. Alright, next up is the waterfall, and checking on the wiki map here as I'm going. The wiki map has 2 spots he could be in there. Both those waterfall spots are spawn points for the same rare. And that particular rare doesn't show up until you go to the back of the cave. So we're gonna have to actually kind of march to the back of the cave to see if he's there, versus just peeking in, which we could do at most of these.
The eastern falls hide several small caves beyond their thunderous cascade.
Not in this spot. We'll check the upper caves. Not getting quite as many rares this run. That's not surprising. We got really a lot that first run. And it looks like we'll probably be doing one more run. I'm at 15. I hope to get a couple more, but I think probably doing at least one more run, so hopefully there'll be another chance to see those rares. There it is. So we saw him in the other location last time, and he doesn't actually show up until you jump to the spot. Whereas for a lot of them, you can just kind of peek in and check There's a few that you don't actually get them until you actually go in and check. All right, nothing. Let's see, any extra? Yeah, we got a third affix on this, insightful physical sheltering. Still not a, actually no, it's only 2 because our armor bonus is on every robe, so that's not a bonus. No bonus items there. Next up is the fire elemental, and there's a shrine in the way, but I don't think we'll need to use it.
A massive tree has fallen here, forming a convenient, if unconventional, bridge.
And I'm wondering if these undead rats might be meaning that the fire element. I don't think so. I think these guys are just like random spawns. Something tried to magic missile me. I'm just gonna ignore them. Yeah, so there are definitely undead rats here that do not mean there's no rare. But I think these undead rats do mean there's no rare because this is where the fire elemental is. And just head towards that tree in the back there. That's kind of the next sort of marker to where to turn. Make a right in there. And I'm just going to ignore this archer. I don't feel like running back to get him. And this is where the fire elemental would be, but because there's 2 rats in his other spawn spot, means he's not here. And the enemies in this area, when you kill them, they turn to an undead, so you have to basically kill them twice. Poison. It's giving me the poison I wanted. Must be like a poison arrow. Oh, it's just maybe this. Yeah, so it started off good, but I really haven't received anything in a little while. I don't see a chest, so no, nothing here. And that's how it is in Wilderness, it's kind of hit or miss. And the last rare is kind of way on the other side. And the explorers are pretty easy to pick up too. I'm not bothering because I don't really need the XP, and I could always go back and get them later if I do need the XP. And this is good up until level 19, so you can't do this at 20, but all the way up to 20 you could do this from 14 or whenever you could enter it, all the way up to through 19.
The northern crypts are filled with cultists, promised the power of death.
And one other spot to check for him, and then we're done with this wilderness run, and I'll just recall, rinse, and repeat. So I'm 5 tapestries short, and would like to get those other 2 rares just so you at least see them, even if I failed protect one. And there he is. Arcane skeleton. And another tapestry, that's nice. And let's see, refurbished, repair, and glaciation. Okay, so nothing special there. So the loot, the whole idea I was doing this was in part because I wanted to get started on tapestries. I didn't think I would get so many so quick. But I also wanted to get some random loot with this. I thought I could just combine those two while I had this potion going, but mostly it's kind of turned out to be a bust in terms of the loot. I haven't really received a single good item from here. They're all at level 14, just not what I'm needing. So I'm going to reset and then go in for one last run. I need 4 more tapestries if my count is right. And I'd like to get 2 more rares. So even if I get the 4 tapestries, I'm going to, I guess might as well get his Death Ward. I'm not going to do any other buffs. But even if I get the tapestries, I'm going to finish the run to try to get those 2 rares so you can see them. And the Protect mission one's a little challenging. Although we can kill stuff quick, he's just very squishy. Alright, we get this one again. So I better get my magic missile going. Protection, I should say. Shield cookie. Clear does not like this wagon of body parts. I don't think I do either. Alright, that's another tapestry, so that's 17. Wish the guild needed guild renown. That's a nice legendary victory there. So I can't take this because I'm already have one.
Two
I'm
massive
thinking that looks like
piles
4
of
rats there, but I
bones
can't
have
tell
been
for sure.
heaped here in the
Yep,
orchard.
we got the rare 4 rats. I think I'm gonna get this guy for my shield cookies. Well, so that's a I guess one of these compound prefixes, so that maybe that's what it's giving us. Not one we could use. We have better resists from our spells and a shred, but there might be somebody interested in that one in the auction house. So it's encouraging that we at least got something that looks like it might be of interest. So we're at 18 for shreds. So I think pretty good chance this will be our last run. We still have quite a few rares to check for. And this one is either there or not. We don't have to go down.
The western crypts hold the bodies of many of the Black Abbot's earliest followers.
We got the other 2 runs, so not surprising we didn't get it this run. Alright, now we'll check for the flesh golem. Nope, 2 undead rats. That means he won't be in either location. Oh, 3 for 3 on the Beholder. He's been there all 3 runs. And I think he's been in this location every time, not the other one. Another, well, that's a sigil piece, so that's good. Left wing. I don't remember what quest that comes from. But 2 shield pieces, 1 sigil piece, not too bad. And the nice thing about the sigil, it used to be you'd have to, every time you wanted to run that quest, you'd have to get that, or every life. But now you just get it once and it's good permanently.
The burial site of an ancient cultist.
Alright, there's another shred. And let's see, this helmet, no extra affix and not anything that looks useful. But these will be really good for breaking down essences. I broke the last batch down, and so from just chests I've gotten 1,300 from 1 to level 14 questing, and then from mostly breaking down essences plus whatever's in chests here, 500. So you can see it's just you can get essences really fast by using the breaking down your items for essences instead of selling them. You'll get a little bit less platinum, but you'll get a lot more. You get a lot of essences for it. So that's 500 from just effectively today. So part of today, even not the whole day. So I'm going to start to I was going to start at 15, but here I'm at 14. I'm going to start breaking down all my items for essences, and should have a pretty good chunk of essences by the time I get to 30.
This cave looks like it might cross through to the other side.
Nope, carcass heaters, no rare. Chest, I guess, is right here when it's there. So we only need 1 more. Hopefully the 2 that we haven't seen yet are there. So there's basically 1 rare to check before those 2, and that should get us to 20. And then if we get to 20,
The dark, murky waters
we'll stop. We'll stop whichever comes last. We either get 20 or we get those 2 rares. Or this run. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna rerun again if we don't get those rares, but I want to try this run, and if I get to 20 essences or 20 tapestries rather, I will stop after I check for those 2 rares.
The eastern crypts house the bodies of those most faithful to the Black Abbot. Alright, next up is the Giant's first spawn spot. And I don't see him up there, so, oh, there he is. So you can see him up there. That's his second spawn spot. So go to at least there. So he's there. He's just not, we're going to get him. He's just not in this first spot. And let's see if this other rare is here. Nope. But you know, basically you'd see an NPC here, and then a fight would start, and everything would try to kill him, and you'd have to keep him alive. Basically, is the event. We'll check. This rare's kind of like right on the way, so I'm going to check it. This burial chamber is where the High Priest of Vol was to be lain when he passed.
He's there. And no, didn't get the tapestry, but we got, so I think we're at 19. Let me just double check. 18, so I'm gonna probably have to run the rest of the rares to get it. If I got this one and the next one, then I'd be done, but it looks like I only have 18. My count's off by 1. So it'd be nice to get this one, and then we just need one more for the remaining rares. I think there's like 4 or 5 left. Nope, skunked again on the tapestries. Was having a good run there, but kind of slowed down a little bit this run. I'm at 18, so I just need 2 more. And I'm just going to run and ignore all these vampires just because they keep phasing in and out. I don't feel like waiting for them. So I'm just going to keep running till I get to the cave, unless I get a bunch of aggro from something, but I don't think I will. And so, yeah, you'll see a lot of orange names here. They look like rares. They're actually just vampires. You can see them up there. That guy, Vampiric Priest of All. Not a rare encounter. Just an orange name vampire. An orange random vampire, I should say. Nothing special about him except the fact that it's an orange name instead of a yellow name. Alright, so we'll check these 2 caves, see if we get one. Just those last. I was hoping we'd have 2 tapestries. We'd have 20 tapestries by the time we finish that rare. Those 2 rares we haven't seen yet. This one we have to kind of walk over to see if he's there. Nope, not in this spot. Oh, he's there. He's been pretty reliable for us. He's been there 3 times, and this spot twice, and once in the other spot. Tapestry, and then we got, it looks like a double compound prefix. I don't know what to call it. It's, instead of a prefix, you get two affixes. Not one that we'd probably use, but so just we're gonna double check and make sure I'm not at 20. I'm pretty sure that makes 19. Yep, 19. So a little bit of a hike to the fire elemental. So I'm just gonna make a mad dash there as opposed to stopping and fighting all these things that generate undead enemies when they die. And it's sort of, because we're near the quest Inferno, that quest has that kind of mechanic where if something dies, it goes to the other side as undead. So that's sort of the, you know, it's pretty cool actually. It's a little bit of a difficult quest at first, but it's pretty cool, one I really enjoy. I'm just going to ignore this guy and yeah, the nice thing, like, you can ignore a couple guys without worrying about red alert. So I guess that's quite a few. There's the fire elemental. So we didn't get to see him in his other spot, just this spot. I think over the years I found him in the other spot more. I don't know why, but it just seems that way. It could just be because I would, that other spot was right on the way to the Inferno quest. So I probably may have encountered him more because of that. A tome. So we've seen now a shield piece, a tome piece, and a sigil piece. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what that armor was. I didn't take a close look at that. Nope, nothing too useful for us. All right, so got a few more rares to go. I really hope I don't have to do one more run to get this, to get that 20th tapestry, but I will if I need to. It's kind of a hike to the next rare after this, so if this rare is not there or I don't get the tapestry, what I might do is recall out and try to get that, make the run over by Rodney Oldham again. He's not there. Just because it'd be good to see it, even if I don't succeed at the rare, it'd be good if you see it. I mean, this is not a horrible build against that encounter, but it's been, for me, it's been hit or miss over the years. Sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't. All right, so I'm gonna reset. And normally I've been going left and just kind of circling around, and now I'm just going to go right because that's the fastest way to the one rare we haven't seen yet. And there's a rare on the way. I mean, I think the left way you actually get a better density of rares faster. So if we're just going for that last tapestry, that'd be the quickest way to go. Plus, for this one I have to check 3 spots for 1 rare. I'm just going to ignore this guy. And there's where we come out of the waterfall normally, but I'm just going to go up this hill instead. And this is kind of the path I take to Desecrated Temple of Baal, which is one of the quests here. In some wildernesses, they have like a teleport option if you've either, done some sort of, if you've either completed the quest or if you've done some sort of wilderness explorer. But this one, it's one of the few left that doesn't have that, where you can't teleport right to the quest. Actually, there's quite a few, but this is one of them that's left like that. So over time you'll figure out where to go to get to the quest.
The eastern crypts house the bodies of those most faithful to the Black Abbot.
I don't think I jumped down. I think that one just shows up or he doesn't, so probably don't need to jump down there, but I just thought I'd check it. No carcass eaters, so I'm hoping that means he's in the next one. The last two times when there's been no rare here, there's been carcass eaters in that one. Oh, I guess I do have to jump down to see him. Alright, so there's a 20th tapestry, but I'm going to go ahead and run over to this last rare, see if he's there, and see if we can succeed at that rare. And so, one thing that's there that's we haven't encountered yet in questing that's there quite a bit in Orchard Macabre and a few other quests is there's an enemy called Quells, and so Quells have this ability to break our divinity connection, and so certain things won't work, like spells might not work, this cure disease might not work, land hands might not work, a number of things, and so it's a little quirky. Like, it doesn't always make sense what works and what doesn't work with that. Like, things that are totally unrelated don't work, so I don't have an exact list. I think there is one on the wiki, but don't try to use logic to figure out what works and what doesn't work, because it's just not like that, unfortunately. So well, he's there, so I'm really don't like protect missions, and we'll see how this one goes. I'm gonna first see if I can. Let me examine him and let me see if I can. Nope, I can't do it yet. And that's what I was trying to do, is actually give that to him. All right, so killing stuff fast is pretty good approach. Oh, that's bad. I think this caster is the most likely thing to kill him. Let's see. Alright, whoop, there we go. He's healing. Quells, these are the quells I was telling you about. And invisible stalkers. Alright, so looks like we succeeded. This is a pretty tough one to succeed on with a barbarian, but the course, the cleric could heal him. So if my Harlan cleric healed him a few times. Let's see. So we did get an extra affix on the. No, we didn't. Just nullification and sonic lore. So got another tapestry. So that's 21. All right. So let's see. Does that go in the tapestry pouch? I don't think it does on 21. Yeah, 21. So this will be interesting to show you. So this is it for this video. I'm going to make another video that shows how to craft the item with tapestries.